Hello, everybody. Welcome to the nighttime class. I got the ultimate nighttime teacher here, Papa Drew.
Oh, hi.
Gotta be on later at night. Gonna teach us some search engine optimization tips.
Yeah, we're going to make you get found. Make
you
those
get
videos
found.
that you're making all that effort in get found, get monetized, make you a little bit of cash on the side.
Just a little bit. So
Some of this.
yeah, some of the sweet gold glitter cheddar right there. So when you started on your channel, did you always do all good SEO, or is it something that you have been self-taught over time?
It's funny. When I first started YouTube, I had no idea what I was doing. I would just, matter of fact, when I first started, it was 5-6 years ago. I mean, I'm an old school YouTuber. I didn't know what an SEO was. I just picked a title I liked, put enter, and just put it up. I didn't put any hashtags. I didn't do any marketing. I didn't know any of that stuff. Nobody taught me any of this. I learned all this stuff on my own.
Right.
By watching other YouTubers and copying them, and then going to people that are successful. A lot of people, the people I go and watch, other than all my friends, are like Brian G. Johnson, those kind of guys. And they really, that's Brian G. Johnson's the first one that really taught me how to rank videos with titles.
Okay.
How to get those ranked with your title versus what your competitors are. And then as he learned more, he started bringing out more stuff. And that guy's really smart. Go watch Brian G. Johnson. You'll learn a lot what I know.
All right. That's kind of something that I learned. Like there's some people that I'm starting to, and I think it's more. You gain more knowledge from it once you already started doing YouTube stuff. So, like I can watch people's channels when they're talking about different things now, especially now that I'm monetized and I have a lot more understanding of it. So that was probably at least a good thing for you, having started out and doing other stuff before you went and tried to learn it all yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I did, I guess, when you start YouTube is you got to film, right? So then you start learning how to film. So hold the camera still, try and make it interesting for people. You know, what you don't, as a brand new YouTuber, a creator, what you don't realize is you're not filming for yourself. If you're smart and you start understanding, you film for what others might find interesting.
Yeah.
And the reason you do that is because people will watch longer. They'll engage more. They'll trigger your SEOs. They'll start triggering the algorithm. Your channel will grow and grow faster.
Right.
Okay. So when you're behind the camera shooting, right? One, hold the camera steady. Don't do this because really, I don't want to throw up. And find a topic that's not only interesting to you, because you have to be passionate about what you're doing. So you have to find something that you really love to do and exploit it. But find something or film it in a way that's interesting for somebody to watch. There's a famous Seinfeld episode, I think, and he goes, listen, when you tell a story, have a beginning, a middle, and here's a secret, an end to the story. Yeah. And if you think in those terms and you go, you know what, this is really an interesting topic for me, it's how seeds germinate. Right. But I'm going to make it really interesting for the viewer to watch how a seed germinates.
Right.
You know?
And like you were saying, the camera thing. So I would say, like you're saying, I mean, even if you don't have the story right away when you're starting to do videos, work on the camera work on all that little stuff, and you'll learn the story as you go along, or at least you should. If you never do, you probably won't be successful. Unless you have a freak video here or there, you probably won't be successful long term.
So when I'm about ready to film, like say I want to be creative, like I already know tomorrow I'm going to be filming a video as long as it's not pouring on me, right? Because I have to. I just moved into the RV. I just started my full-time RV life here, but my black tank, it's been about 2 weeks. My black tank is completely full.
Right.
Now I got two things I can do. One, I can go to a dump station and move this RV, which is 34 feet. I got to put slides in, put everything away, and then go to a dump station, right, and dump my tanks. Or I can use my macerator pump that I have and run my hose 75 feet away to an indoor bathroom and dump my tank that way.
Right.
Okay, well, we're going to do the macerator. We're going to dump that way. I don't have to move my RV and do all that stuff. God willing, this works out. But now I'm thinking about, how do I want to tell the story of pumping poop 75 feet uphill? And how am I going to tell that story where Bob is going to want to watch it?
Right.
How can I make pumping poop interesting for Bob to watch? Well, I could use comedic skills. I can make it funny. That's entertaining. I could do some cinematic filming, like taking the cap off in slow motion of the poop thing and having it swing, and that kind of, I'm already thinking about that. The other thing that you should be thinking of, even before you start any of this, is what's your title going to be? What are you targeting? What is the market saturation for this video? Right. You should do research for that, because if you're doing a video that has 5 million other topics on it and you're trying to break into that market, it's going to be really tough. But if you think about doing a video, do some research, there's like 2 or 3 different things going on and people doing that video, you're going to have a lot more success. You're going to be less frustrated. And if you film it for the audience to be engaged, that video is going to go a lot further than you would if you're trying to break into a niche that has a ton of people doing it.
Right. Right. And that's kind of where having after you get going for a while, turning the subject of a lot of your videos and the story into the story about you is probably the best long-term strategy. But to get people coming in the door, you got to kind of do the other stuff first.
Right. So in the RV industry, like in our little niche, right? Because you're van, I'm RV. Right. We're basically the same thing. We're living in a box down the road, right? So there's a few different things you can do in our niche. You can do product reviews, which are very good. I just did a product review a couple weeks ago, and it's a couple thousand views on it, right? Because I told the truth and I gave an honest review. That's one niche. You could do travel videos where you go, if you're full-time, you're not stuck in, I'm living in my RV, but I'm stuck in a certain spot. I'm stagnant right now. Sure. So it's hard for me to do travel videos, right? But travel videos would be a good thing to do, right? You could do finance video. I mean, there's like so many things you could do in the RV niche. It's so, sky's the limit, really. How creative do you want to get?
Right. Right.
But what I would do is I would look at a whole bunch of YouTube channels that are doing RV travel videos, find something that nobody's doing, and do that if you like it.
Okay. All right. And I was watching a video, and they were talking about put everything like in your description and in the search tag and all that stuff of everything that people would search to look for your video. So like every single different thing that could be in your video that somebody could be interested in that's in that video, not necessarily just hone in on one subject. So every little thing that helps the search engine find it too.
Yeah. So can I share a tab here?
Yep.
All right, cool. So this is me. I don't know if you can see that yet or not.
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. So this is me in a nutshell, right? I'm going to come over to content. And let's go to that. Remember I was telling you I did that review video?
Right.
So let's go over to the review video. Now, when we're doing this, I had looked and done a lot of research on this tag. The title, is it worth the money? Green Mountain Grill, Davy Crockett pellet, portable pellet smoker. Is it worth the money? I don't know. You tell me. I got to watch the video to find out, right? So far, I've had over 1,000 people watch the video to find out. And I've had really good comments and feedbacks on this video. So if you look at what my description is, you'll notice that this title is in this description a whole bunch of times. The reason why I'm doing that is to optimize the SEOs. I want the search engines, the crawlies to find this title and this description all throughout YouTube, and not only YouTube, but also Google. Because you got to remember, the biggest search engine on the planet is Google. The second biggest search engine on the planet is YouTube.
Okay.
If I can target for Google and YouTube, I've already won 95% of the battle.
Right.
So now this is where I'm putting this title in as much as I can and being as descriptive as I can about what my video is about. Right. And I'm also thanking people, and I'm being polite, thanking people for clicking on the video, click to show more information. I'm pulling people into the video.
Right.
Into the description, right? And then down here, this is huge. YouTube just put this in. I'm using it in a different way than what YouTube has intended it for. So I'm doing a little play on stuff. Down here, you'll see it says start, and then Papa Drew's info. Please like, share, and subscribe. So if you go to fast forward this video, you're going to see that pop up.
Okay.
Easter eggs are in there. You're going to find out. Go to my website, Papa Drew's RV. So I'm marketing in the timeline for my video.
So the chapters thing you're putting, instead of like what the chapter would be called, you're putting different messages for them to pop up in there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Why not?
That's really cool. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I mean, why not? Yeah, like you're saying, why not have pop up messages there so often?
And the nice thing is as long as I do 6-minute and 30-second videos, I never have to change that.
Right.
The crawlies are going to find that, and they're going to target that wordage. So if I keep using that over and over again, that's going to improve my SEOs.
Okay. All right.
See, please leave a comment below. If you're this far into the video, you're part of the cool kids club now. Right?
Right. Right. All that little awesome stuff. Yeah,
just kind of fun stuff that I,
right.
That I put in there. And you,
Is there I mean, you change all that, of course, probably for most, for most of the videos or whatever, depending on how long it is and all that. But is there a common part of your description that you put in every one of your videos? So like you have like a notepad thing saved or whatever.
Everything you see in my description is automatically, it's my upload default, so it automatically uploads to the next video. Even this timeline right here, so it'll upload the basic timeline. But then I can go in and edit it out. So at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I put, hey, if you fast forward this, I'm going to take your cake.
Right. Okay. So if you put some in your upload defaults there, will it still be there even if you add other stuff to your description? It'll still add it on there?
When you do an upload default, every time you upload a video, it's automatically going to put all this stuff in there. You don't have to retype any of this stuff.
Because sometimes I don't see it in there in the box, and I'm wondering if it still gets put in there somewhere and stuff.
Let's talk about hashtags real quick.
Okay.
You're only allowed to put 10 hashtags. If you put more than 10 hashtags, you're just wasting. You're wasting whatever your time. Right. It's only going to go after 10 hashtags. Okay. Put the music that you use. I use Epidemic Sound. I pay for that. Right. Epidemic Sound. If you do a search for Epidemic Sound, its SEOs are going to come back huge. Use it. You're using the music. Use Epidemic Sound.
Right. Okay.
See what I'm saying? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. There's your social media stuff. Use that. Recommended playlist. I'm huge on playlists. Why am I huge on playlists? Because they help trigger the algorithms. They help your SEOs. They keep the user engaged in your content instead of letting them go out to YouTube land somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
Right? It's huge.
Right. Right. So I'm pretty good about always making sure I have my end screen on there and all that kind of stuff now. And I just use the one that's like that first one where it's a subscribe and let YouTube choose the video. Like let YouTube do the work because it's gonna know what somebody wants to watch is what I look at.
Right. For thumbnails, I will take, like, YouTube picks these thumbnails. They pick these thumbnails for a reason. They pick the thumbnails is because that's what they think, based on the footage, is gonna push the most views. Okay. So YouTube picked this thumbnail too. So what I did was I have a template that I have. So all
Okay.
my thumbnails look the same type of font, same type of banner, everything like that. So all I have to do is upload the picture.
Right. Right. And yeah, you can just
Even
create
the shadowing in the background is the same. So all I have to do is come here, find out what YouTube is recommending, take this picture and put it into this template, and then hit upload. Done.
Okay. All right.
I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just make it. It's called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
And this YouTube's already telling you what it wants to see.
Right. Right.
So use it. You can put your template on it.
Now, what are some things that you have noticed? Like, are there certain colors or something like that that you've noticed in your thumbnails that get more attention than others?
Yeah. So what I do is, Bob, what I'll do is I'll go and say I'm doing this Davy Crockett smoker, right?
Right.
When I'm doing my research on my title to see what's going to work and what's not going to work, using TubeBuddy and vidIQ for scores, I'll go in and look at everybody else's thumbnail and see what their thumbnail looks like, and then I'll picture what my thumbnail would look like next to theirs.
Okay.
How can I make my thumbnail stand out? Because you got to remember, a thumbnail is like a first date. You have one time to make that impression, and then somebody's moving on. Either they're going to click on it or they're not.
Right.
So I want to make my thumbnail stick out more than everybody else's thumbnail.
Right.
This with all the chicken on it, it's a smoker. Is it worth the money? To me, that's enticing people to come in. YouTube thinks so because they're recommending it over 40%.
Right. And one thing I saw from somebody else is on your titles, make your titles like appealing to everybody. So like on somebody that was, trying to do a recipe, it's why are restaurant burritos better than homemade is what he named it. And it did way better than his ones where he was just naming it recipe for this before. So it's probably the same with something like products or whatever. Why this is better than your alarm clock at home if you were doing like an alarm clock review or something like that.
Right. So with titles, I try and stick with 5 letters or 5 words or less.
Okay.
And I try and open-ended questions.
All right.
So in other words, I want to read, is this worth the money? That's an open-ended question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it worth the money? Well, I'm looking at the Davy Crockett. I'm interested in buying the smoker. Is it worth the money? Maybe I should watch this. What does this dude have to say about it, right?
Okay.
And then when you do the daggone video, don't mess around. Go into the video and start doing the video. What I really hate is I'm going to click on a video because I want to learn about something, and it takes 4 years for the guy to get to the 30 seconds of what he's actually talking about on the video, on the thumbnail.
Right.
That drives me nuts. Go into start your video of, hey, this is a Papa Drew review for you. I'm running the intro, no more than 10 seconds. I'm cutting right into the smoker. We're going to start talking about it. Right then and there, and we're going to go through it and stay on topic. And if you do that, your audience is going to be they're going to be like, wow, that's kind of cool. I get that.
Right. Right. And
that's just my advice. You do what you want, but that's what I found works.
Yeah. And I've noticed, usually like about 8 minutes. Like everybody likes to talk about 10 minutes, but I think 8-minute videos seem to do the best as far as like retention time and all that kind of stuff, at least on my end. Yeah. It seems like it's about the amount of time people are like, oh, I can watch an 8-minute video. That's not too long. And
I'll go through all the retention on this video because it's doing really well.
Yeah.
Playlist. Do you see how many playlists do I have this on?
It looks like you have it in 1.
3.
Oh, and 3. Okay, there I popped it up bigger.
See three playlists?
Yep.
The reason I have it on 3 playlists is because that's 3 more chances of somebody to watch this video. And when they're done watching this video, guess what? It's going to take you to other playlists.
Right.
Tags. Hugely important. Very, very, very important. Look, I got number 1 rated tags.
Right.
23, 18.
And for those interested in the audience, by the way, I just want to say, because I've made a mistake before and others made a mistake before. Those tags, it's not a hashtag. Think of it like if you were sitting at the computer and you wanted to find your video, what would you type in as your search term, basically?
The other thing too is if you look, 494 out of 500.
Mm-hmm.
I try and get as close to 500 as absolutely possible.
Okay.
All the time.
And it's just and that's kind of like, with the description and everything. It's just more for the word part of the search engine to find your video.
Yep.
And not just what the AI sees in the video when it looks at it.
Yeah, this is helping drive this. These are driving traffic to my video.
Okay.
It's all the standard stuff. So let's go to analytics. So here's how my video is performing right now.
Okay.
Oh wow, it's at 1,800. Okay, cool. We're climbing. I've gained 11 subscribers off this one video.
Wow. Just
Okay.
off the one video. That's very cool.
So this is content video. This is content driven, guys. This is why I don't do a lot of lives. I'll do lives on everybody else's stuff, and I'll do lives on my other channel. But on Papa Drew's RV, I don't do a lot of lives. I like to drive content, and content gets me subscribers. So 11 subscribers off of this video. It's got 1,800 views. It's got 190 watch time minutes, watch time hours. 90, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can see on the chart. Look at this. And this didn't take off right away. It was a sleeper. So it took off. It took off a little bit. Took off. Boom, and then it just took off.
Right.
Cool. Here's my retention. I always try and shoot for 50 and above. 50.7. So out of a 12-minute and 13-second video, I'm getting 6 minutes and 11 seconds out of it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm getting over 50% retention on this video.
And that's basically what you want to shoot for. I mean, it's really hard to get over 50%. From what I know, you want to kind of shoot for 50.
Yeah, sometimes I get 70, 80% retention. Depends on the video I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you some of those. But you can see, and I highly recommend you come in here and see, because this is going to tell you what your audience doesn't want to see and what they do want to see and what to cut out of your next video. This is a secret right here, guys and girls. I'm telling you.
So when we're looking at this, then you want to, instead of just looking at your overview analytics, you want to go into your videos. Like
I want to go.
Just put it video up there.
As they say in the adult industry, I go balls deep into my videos. Every single one of them, Bob.
Okay.
I mean, I really go in here and start analyzing this stuff. And right. I can help you guys do that. I do this on RVers Live all the time. So we got some people dropping off, right? So I got a 6 minute, what I say that was 6 minute and something seconds.
Right. Somewhere in there, yeah.
So let's see, about right here. So 50%. So what's going on right here? Okay. So I'm doing a cool shot right here of the background of this is where I used to live before my divorce. Mm-hmm. Had a little bit of drop here. So I'm sitting here. I must be talking about the smoker or something. Yeah, I am. Now, I'll give you a key. Every 3 to 8 seconds, I'm changing the scene.
Okay.
On as much as I can. So in other words, I don't want to let a scene go more than 3 to 8 seconds. I want to change it to another scene. Or roll B-roll, or do something, because at 3 to 8 seconds, the average adult is going to lose it. They're just going to lose attention.
Right.
Now, here's another cool. This is a cool. I like this part. Now, watch this. When you click on this, there we go, and click on relative audience. Now I can see where the audience is like really engaging.
Now, how does it know that? Where they're clicking the likes or whatever?
Yeah.
So that's almost where you can, like, let me see in this video when I say hit the like button, see if it actually has an effect. So you can actually go in there then and look at stuff like that and see if it has an effect.
See right here, they didn't like whatever I was doing here. They weren't digging it.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it was? Right here, I was talking about the problems that it had. Yep.
Okay.
That's what it was. They have a problem with their power cord, and I was letting everybody know. Audience wasn't digging on that.
Now that seems weird. You would think people would be more interested about when it has issues like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
But they apparently they didn't. I'm just going off what the data is showing me.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that's what you can do. That's. I mean, the numbers aren't going to lie to you. So you got to look at those.
So let's click on reach. What is this video actually doing?
Okay.
So this video came through, and we got 11.2 thousand impressions. So this video has been shown to 11.2 thousand people.
Mm-hmm.
And out of the 11.2 thousand people that this was shown to, 10% of them clicked on the video. I have a 10% click-through rate. If you get above 5, you're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. This is a 10%.
And a lot of that comes down to the thumbnail, right? A lot of the click-through comes down to the thumbnail.
On the thumbnail. This is all thumbnail right here. This is your first impression on that date.
Right. And I will say to everybody listening is I've noticed on mine, like for a long time, I wasn't really spending any time on the thumbnails. And now that I have, I'm starting to hit that 5 and 6% a lot more often. Oh.
We go back up. But suggested videos at 37%. Am I there, Bob?
Yeah, you're back. You're back now.
All right. I don't know what's going on here. I clicked on something. Close.
You can change it to Sri Lankan dollar there.
6.2 average watch time from impressions. So when somebody clicks on it, my average watch time that I'm getting is 118 hours.
Wow.
This is off one video, people.
And when you're saying content, now that's the thing is like mine's going to turn more into content here once I have, more video type making content. And am I doing this one and making it content? I'm trying to go that way too, because like what you're saying, it's a driver in the future for younger channels that are out there that don't know. Like on mine, especially now that I'm monetized, there's stuff that I did a review video of last year. And it's still one of my highest rated views, still gets like 100 views a month. Well, I'm getting 100 views a month off of something that I monetized for now that I made a year ago. And it's stuff like that you want to have in your catalog. If you want to, I think that's the key to have a more stable income on YouTube is to have those type of content.
Right. So you're talking about I call it evergreen content. So you have like park reviews. RV park reviews are evergreen content, right? So during a certain time of the year, people are going to search out that particular park, and you're going to drive traffic to your video if you have it set up right. I'm still driving traffic to a couple of my evergreen parks, and I'm starting to get more feedback, which is even better. It's just I just need to start making video. I haven't been in. Yeah. So anyway.
No, I get you. But that's what I was trying to let people know, like, because I didn't understand it either. And now once I'm to this point, okay, now it kind of clicked in my head why that kind of content is important, right? Because before you get to that point, you're like thinking, well, if I get views on it, you don't really put that together. At least I did until I got to this point.
Right. So Facebook has been driving this video. Then Reddit's been driving it, and then YouTube's been pushing it. And Google search. Usually these two for me are higher than these two, but I'm not going to complain. Awesome. My click-through rate is at 2%. Out of typical is between 0.5 and 2.5. So I'm above par right there for me. Bell notifications out of 303 subscribers got notified. I have 303 subscribers that have turned on the bell notifications for me out of over 2,000 subscribers. Does that tell you something?
Right.
100%.
And then from what I've heard on that, the main driver and how that works is the people that have the bell on, they're going to get notified of every video. But depending on how well your video does with a group of subscribers, whatever YouTube says is like your best ones, I guess, how well that does in the first little bit, then it starts getting pushed up to other subscribers that you have into their feeds. So it's not like that's what confused me for a long time. Like, I have 1,200 or whatever right now, right? Why isn't that going on to 1,200 people? And that many people subscribe and they don't watch, and that's what its key is. So that's why you want that click through rate and stuff, like especially right away.
Absolutely. So here's something that's really important. Look what traffic sources are suggesting my videos.
Okay.
They're suggesting this
So
video.
So that's what that means when it suggests videos. It's who's suggesting your video. Then it's not what your video is suggesting. It's who's suggesting your video.
Yeah, other people are now suggesting my videos. So when they get done watching this Green Mountain Grill mod review, right, cleaning, 7.6% of the time my video is going to pop up.
Okay.
Okay, that's what that means. Green Mountain Smoker Review 2020, right? Why should I buy it? After somebody watches that video, 7.5% of the time, my video is going to show up.
Okay.
So it's driving traffic to me.
Right.
Okay. Let's go through engagement. I hope this is helping. I don't know if he's even in the chat.
No.
There's nobody here.
No. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going over with you. It's fine with me. But yeah. So when we're looking at
private class,
yeah.
All right.
Well, no, it's going to go out. Like I said, I'll chop it up into little pieces to each little segment we go over here. So engagement when we go into this area, this is what besides the obvious like likes and comments, right? Those are obvious engagement things. What other thing is it? Is it watch time? What other things are really important in here?
What's really important, and in my opinion, YouTube should not do subscribers. They should base if you're going to be monetized or not off of watch time and duration.
Okay.
Period. Because this is what makes your channel. This is the heartbeat of your channel. Right here. It's not subscribers. It's not subscribers. Subscribers are great, and I love all my subscribers to death. Don't get me wrong. I truly, truly love my subscribers because with my subscribers, I'm getting watch time hours and average view durations. But to have a healthy channel and a channel that's growing, target your watch time hours and your average view duration. You knock those two out of the park every single time, your video is going to start getting shared by YouTube. YouTube's going to think it's a great video, and they'll start pushing your content. Trust me.
And so that goes back to like what we were discussing before about whatever your top group of subscribers that usually always watches your videos. The longer they watch it, then it gets pushed out there.
Yep.
And so on and so forth. So that's where the whole key in YouTube lies. And it's not really taught to a lot of people. So, I appreciate that. And then when you're looking in here now, you're is this like
so this is telling me something right here.
Okay.
I, as a YouTube creator, did a horrible job.
Okay.
Really bad job. And the reason why is because of this right here. Look at this. See that number right there? 94.2% of non-subscribed people have watched my video, have not subscribed, and moved on. I pulled only 11 subscribers out of this video that has over 1.5K unique views, 1,800 regular views, right? But 94% of this traffic has escaped my subscriber count.
Right, and you don't want that situation. So do you think it's something like maybe it's a missing call to action or whatever in that video?
Yep.
Okay.
I should have done more, hey, if you like the content, please subscribe.
Okay.
It doesn't cost you anything. If you like what I'm saying, you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. Let's become friends. If you don't like me, you can leave later. What do you got to lose? Right? So I'm losing a lot of them. Now this is telling me where I'm going. Now this geographic, this can be interesting because you can run different languages, I think, on your video. So say you start getting a lot of people from Mexico, Spanish.
Okay.
You can start running your video in English and Spanish.
Right. Okay.
You know, I don't have that. I have a lot
Right.
of Canadians, the Great White North, which I love, and Americanos.
Okay.
And then I'll show you how much I don't care. I'll show you how much I've done. So I've
Right.
earned $15.32 off of this video.
Okay.
My RPM is at 8.78,
Okay.
and my these are per million, or per thousand. I mean, I think, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
per thousand.
it's called per milli, but yeah,
Right.
per thousand. Yeah.
It's $13.12.
Right.
So the video netted me about $15.32 since it started.
Right.
It's not bad.
Right.
It's cool. I'm not going to get rich making YouTube,
Right.
but
But
I'm
that's
going to have fun. I enjoy doing it, and I made $15.32 off of taking time out to edit and produce content.
right. And then, like, let's say you get one like that where it's $10 a month, but then you start, the longer you do this, the bigger catalog you have, then that's where it starts to add up. You know, that's where you can start to have, at least the way I see it, on a lot of these channels, that's where you can start to have that continually building income from it, because you got this video here that's usually good for a few dollars a month, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It all adds up.
Yeah. So if you throw enough poop against the wall, it's going to stick kind of concept, and I get that. So if you want to make money on YouTube, the key or the trick on doing it, I'll tell you the secret on how to make money on YouTube. Put out a good video every 48 hours.
Mm.
If you put out a video every 48 hours and you don't go nuts after a couple years doing this, you'll start generating some halfway decent revenue on YouTube.
Right. Just
You
because you have that catalog and just the amount.
because you have enough of those videos popping through,
Yeah.
and you're generating revenue of a wide span of videos. All that bucket's going to fill up quicker. You have a bunch of faucets that are trickling into a bucket down below, and that bucket's going to start filling up because you have so many faucets.
Right.
But the key is for the algorithm is every 48 hours.
Okay.
If you can produce content every 48 hours via video or a live stream, so you can do a video, a live stream, a video, a live stream.
Yeah.
The algorithm will start sharing you and recognizing you as a lot more than if you do one video a week.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Just keep pumping them out, and then that's going to keep people engaged with you too, which leads into, again, your videos getting seen and all that. The reinforcing cycle. So, and for anybody that doesn't know Papa Drew's RV, check that out. And if you want to go deeper in this stuff, and that, I like to bring you guys like the little intro stuff, but if you want to go deeper into these kind of topics with Papa Drew, you got to go over to RVers Live on Sundays. And they go really deep into the topics. I just know there's a lot of newer people that are just getting their feet wet here watching me, so I kind of want to lead them in a direction to send them to you guys that know the deeper stuff, but to help them out in the beginning. So
Papa Drew is my content channel.
Yep.
Right. That's because I don't really go live on Papa Drew. My subscriber base, they're not really big into me going live on there. So so instead of going live on Papa Drew and teaching this stuff, because this is not what I'm really known for in my niche, I am making another niche over on RVers Live, where that's all we do is live stream. That's all that channel is. It's me and Aaron and Sherry, and you can join us too, Bob. But that's all we do on RVers Live is just how to do YouTube.
Yep. And that's where you guys can get the more deep, extensive knowledge. But I want to thank you for taking the time to be here today, Drew. And we'll have you back again here maybe next month. If you have like a quick topic you want to like spit out, you see that people are doing and driving you nuts, I'd like to have you back on and be like, hey, fix this, guys. I see you guys doing this a lot. Like, let's fix this. So
what we could do, Bob, is what are the steps to create a video?
Yep, that'll be good.
We could do something like that, and that would help out a lot of brand new YouTubers. Like, I want to shoot a video. I want to do YouTube. I'm just scared.
Yep.
How do I take that first step? What programs do I need to edit with? How do I edit? How do I do this? I see
Yep.
all these cool people on YouTube and they're doing this stuff, but how do I do? I want to do that. How do I do that? And we
Yep.
can help you do that. It's
Yep.
not hard. It's scary.
Yeah.
And nobody held my hand on doing it, but I want to hold your hand. I want to help you out. And maybe you're the next creator.
Right. And help you out. And because you know what? That's all the, you're still going to have to sit there in front of the camera and talk to it. So that we can help you. We can lead you to water, but you got to be like the horse and take the drink, because that's about all there is left. So we'll do that next time then. And
Sure.
yeah, me and Drew will come at you live. If it works for you on Friday, Drew will pop on Fridays and
Yeah, I can hop on Friday. I live in an RV.
right.
Where am I going to go?
All right. So everybody, next Friday we'll be here, me and Drew, and we'll talk about just the method of getting started in the first place. So thank you for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
And remember, I love you, and we'll see you next time.
That's
Be good
it.
to each other out there. Be safe. Wash your
Yeah.
hands.